Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today I'm in downtown Chattanooga and I'm meeting up with Phil and Heather and a special guest. George Nagata's come down from Chicago. He's linking up with us today. We're going to meet up across the street from where I'm at right now, which is at the Chattanooga Choo. It's kind of an iconic location, easy to find. And then we're going to go on a street walk. But today, it's a little bit on the rainy side. It's supposed to move out in about an hour. So we're just going to kind of probably hang out in the Choo, talk for a little while, eat a little snack, have a little coffee, and then once it calms down a little bit, we'll go on our photo walk. All right, we're here at the Choo. We've got George.
Hey, from Chicago.
From Chicago, we got Phil.
Hello.
And Heather.
Hello.
And Phil again. We have made it from the coffee shop almost 100 yards outside. So the next step,
100 feet.
Yeah, closer, like he said, closer to 100 feet. Yeah.
We're going to take pictures of Santa and get in trouble.
Yeah, we've done that too. Here's a picture of the photographer doing that. Now we're going to walk down the street and see if we can find something interesting to photograph. All right, let's go see what we can find. We've made it to the City Thread Alley. George had to get a group photo. I got a picture of looking down through the City Thready stuff.
I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, well, we kind of both did that. We've done the dome building thing. We went and looked at it. George went and got a picture of that priest, I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, in that corner, that's right. We're slowly but surely making our way to the river. Check out this piece of art. People are starting to decorate the alleys really, really cool. Eric es morte. Yeah. Eric is dead. There's a story behind the artist who put those up all over the city. Supposedly he's not dead. He's just trying to like draw attention to. He's just tired. Not many people recognize the speed of this record. Yeah. You got to be a certain age to know that, Phil. Yeah, not many. I can't stop down enough. I don't have a lens. These F-1.4s only go to F-16. All right, we've made it up here to the walking bridge. The Walnut Street walking bridge, pedestrian bridge, whatever. I am old enough, I can remember when this was a roadway and you could drive across it. Of course, I couldn't drive across it because I was like 4 years old. But there was a time when this was for motor traffic and cars actually drove across this bridge. Two-way traffic, mind you, straight down through here. And Walnut Street, of course, as you can see, there's some decent reflectivity opportunities right here. As you can see, there's water standing on the bridge. So we're going to try to get some photos of that. Maybe some street photography-esque photos of people on the bridge. Let's do that. I'm interrupting this regularly scheduled broadcast today, basically show you my editing processing. I normally don't edit all of my photos. 99% of them will get just cursory edits, a little contrast or maybe a little bit of clarity or something like that. But occasionally I find one I really like and I really want to actually do a kind of a deep dive edit into it, and I'll pull it into this program here. And I'll show you what I'm about to do. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and get you on board with it. This is my process. I've got my image brought in. What I've got is a low light, foggy image, as you can see. with, you know, some motion blur. I've got the warehouse row sign. I've got these lights up through here, or trees, excuse me, trees. I've got the light stars from all the lights. And what I wanted to do is just kind of bring this picture kind of to life. The base layer is layer 1, and it has these edits. I haven't went down here and done any of this stuff. Typically, all of my editing workflow occurs in this panel here only. So as you can see, I have very little adjustments. I pulled the highlights back just a touch, and the dynamic contrast, the haze is down a little. I brought the clarity up. When I turn that layer on, it does this to the image. Very subtle changes. If you'll notice, every time I turn a layer on, the changes will be very subtle. And I name all of these. These are all masks so that they only affect certain segments of the image. This one is only hitting the very highest, brightest portions. So when I turn this on, like the headlight, maybe this spot on the road here, and these headlights here are going to be affected ever so slightly. And then the next one is all of the overall highlights, and I made some changes to that. It's very subtle. And then this layer is the sky. All right, the sky, I wanted to basically bring it out some. As you can see, I brought it up, and then I brought some saturation to it and made it more colorful. If you turn this off and on, you can see that it goes from kind of a monochrome to like a slight purple hint. I like that has to do with this sign reflecting off of the mist. And I wanted to bring that out because that's what I saw when I saw the image. It was a very colorful image, even at low light. The next one is the skyline, and what I done was I brought a little more clarity to the buildings in the skyline. And then the last one is the light stars. And you can see what I done was I just pulled back the brightness a little bit on them. So over here we have the before and after function. If I hit this button, there's the raw image out of camera, and you can see it's a little washed out since it's a raw DNG file. And then after the edit, you have that. I really like this image. It just turned out really, really, really beautiful to me. I just love the way the trees point at the warehouse row sign. The skyline of the buildings lead you to it from both directions. You know, and then you have all of this information coming down the street. You have the motion blur of the car. That's how the editing flow works. And there is so much in this program to work with. If you love to edit, this is a wonderful program. You know, it's an alternative to Lightroom, and I enjoy using it. Back to the regularly scheduled video in progress. We're back. We're going to do a little bit of low light photography before we wrap this thing up. We're trying to find some interesting compositions. It's starting to pick up rain again. I thought it was supposed to quit by now, but it hasn't done it yet. I don't know what the deal is with that. But we have had so much fun today. What do you think, George?
Yeah, I had a great time. You know, it's great to see it in person now instead of on the little YouTube video.
So now let's see if we can find something like, let's cross over and get over here where we can see the warehouse row sign. Let's see what we can find. So that's what it looks like to spend the day with David and Phil with someone from out of town. If you haven't done it yet, hit the subscribe button. It's right down there, and the like button's right beside it. I'd like both of those. I'd really appreciate it. And until next time,
Get your camera out and go take a picture with it.
see y'all later.